Life insurance is basically an insurance in your life. This is money that is generally paid out upon your passing. It'll go to your beneficiary. Most typically it'll go to your wife or partner, and if you've survived them or you're single, then they'll go to a nominated dependent. The main reason to use life insurance is to pay out mortgages, just to make sure that the person who's left behind has no debts. It can also be used to be there in lieu of future income, like you might be in your mid-40s, you've still got 15 or 20 years worth of income, so you'd want life insurance basically to cover that future income. So what that would mean is that your dependent will get paid out that money, and the real effect would be that they would have very little financial hardship after you've gone. I mean, obviously losing someone close is very hard. You've got enough disruption in your life without having to also have financial problems. Those financial problems that life insurance solves would be you might not have to sell the car, the house, you might still be able to keep your kids in the school that they're in, you won't have to move to cheaper places. It also guarantees that you've got future income, so that it just means that your lifestyle can stay the same as it was. TPD is total and permanent disability insurance. Now, that differs from life, that you can actually claim it without having to pass away. Sometimes that'll mean that you've lost an arm or a leg, an eye, fingers, and depending on what role you are in your job, that could mean that you can't work again. And if that's the case, then you get insurance to compensate for the fact that you can't work in your job anymore. Now, this might be used, for instance, if you need a wheelchair. Obviously, you can use it to do adjustments to the house to make it wheelchair friendly. Again, it can be in lieu of income, because obviously if something happens to you and you can't do your job, you can't use your legs, so you can't be a truck driver anymore because you can't load the load. That might mean that you can't get another job. If that was the case, then TPD insurance would make things a lot better for you in the future. And it might also mean that you have some disability, so you might be able to get a job, but it's not a job that you had before. It's not as specialised, it might not earn you as much money. So that insurance is there just to make sure that your family's well looked after and that you don't suffer a great loss of lifestyle if something happens to you.